like it never ends. Back again, square one. Tried to leave myself behind, looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save this, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line.
I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a One of these days I'll unmute the microphone. Hello everybody, and welcome in for the final night of our Farming Sim Evolution tour. But before we get started, JD, thank you so much for the for the birthday present there. I'm going to download that. Actually, it's only like 100 and something megabytes. Should we download it at the end of the stream? But JD, thank you so much. Thank you so much as well for all of your gifts as well there, JD. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you so much there, mate. And I hope you enjoy your mask as well. And you have to tell us what folks' responses are if anyone spots it there. But JD, once again, thank you so much there, mate. Thought I pressed the wrong button there. Hashtag blame Chrissy. What was I saying? I can't remember now. Yeah, tonight is the final night in our 5 nights Farming Sim Evolution tour. We started off on Monday with Farming Sim 13 on the Xbox 360. Then we did 15 and 17 on the Xbox One. Last night we did Farming Sim 19 on the PC, and tonight we're doing Farming Sim 22 on the PC. It will follow the exact same format as what we've done in each of the previous experiments. We will start a brand new vanilla save, 0 mods, just complete pure vanilla game. Put in easy mode because we're crap, and we'll then do whatever tutorial the game gives us. We'll then do a little bit of farming. We will inspect the chickens. We will do one contract and or mission, depending on the game. This game, it's contracts. Do the physics experiment. We'll do a drive around. And then what we have been doing is we've been going into our, like, a proper save. And we're going to go in, yes, we're going to go into one of my old saves. And we're going to do something daft. Because we're using my special save. It was a cat game, so had to. I got oh no, it wasn't a cat game, was it? There was something I picked up. If I think on, did I ever show you guys the other cat game? The one about the yarn. I can't remember if I showed you guys that one as well. We'll have to have a cat game night because we have a stack of cat games now lined up. Once again, JD, thank you so much. Oh yes, we'll be doing the Flip It Physics experiment as well there, JD. That's a critical one. That's right up there with the chicken ones. Okay, let's jump into career. We'll find a slot. I'll put it here just so it's out of the way because it's not something I'm going to keep. We'll put it into easy mode. We're going to use. Oh yeah, of course we're using the default map each time there. Oh, welcome in there, mate. What sort of mischief have you been getting yourself up to there? The is it pronounced Oh, bloody hell. We're 2 minutes in, the stuttering's already started. Definitely hashtag blame Chrissy. The Strats Manic, welcome in there, mate. Messing up my farm. That's what we're here to do. Alright, let's fire up Elm Creek. Right, we're going to deselect every mod because that's not the experiment. And then, yeah, everything's off there. Then we start. And we'll also get a timer. Right, 2 seconds. I'm going to switch you over to the other screen because I forget where it appears on screen. So that we can, well, technically I can't see the percentage because it's under part of the logos, but as long as I can see on screen when it says, like, press A or what have you to continue there. You're going in blind. We're doing a experiment throughout the course of this week. We've been doing every major release of Farming Sim. So we've done over the course of these past 5 days, we've done 13, 17, 15. I'm getting these numbers in the right order here. 19, and now on to 22. We're doing the exact same motion each time as well, so that we can compare them. And it's just some point I'll put a YouTube video together where we can all I'll compare all the important notes, the things that we've been testing for over the past week here. But welcome in there as well, the Happy Cat Lady, and words out as well there. We have some better news as well there, JD, for chips. I'll go into that shortly once we get through the tutorial. But things are looking good, I hope. Oh no, JD's at it with that harmonica again. Streamlabs caught dysentery from JD. And so how start again. And Mr. Malik even caught dysentery from Nightbot. It's pharmacy. It's only 48%, just as a side note there. Was that I could narrate for you? You can cure the stutter. My stuttering is getting worse. It's definitely hashtag blame Chrissy. Yes. Yeah, we're going to have a cat game night. We've already got Cat Quest, and I haven't got another slot on the schedule yet for Cat Quest. So that will be coming up soon because I've been really enjoying that game as well there. That cat game night, it's oh, you do words out. Voice acting. Actually, yeah, I think I'm sure I remember. It's come back to me now. I'm sure you told us that one last time that's what you did. I'm working on some audiobooks at the moment. On a side note, just for my own amusement and so that you guys can redeem it from the stream, I have almost finished the recording for The Lord of the Rings. Just as a side note there. And Sir JPH, welcome in there, mate. It was voiced Sterling in Raid World War II. I'm not sure I know that. Thinking of World War II games, I have some old World War... Oh, hang on, it's press start now. We can actually press the start. There's some old like World War II style games that I would like to torture you with on stream. I'm going to switch back over to the other view because now we've got to press A to continue. So we'll get back into the thing we wanted there. I really hope so. Both JD and Happy Cat Lady there as well. That the next 48 hours will really be the tell. But we'll go into that after we've done the tutorial stage. JD. See, JD cast Distractio. Is it? And then some dysentery. What's JD doing with a harmonica? Okay, we'll just use our default character. There's no point. Oh, as a side note, this game obviously has character creation in it. Welcome to Farming Simulator. Would you like to start a short guided tour? This will show you the basics of the game. Press yes. So we're going to see as well how far this is copy and pasted from the previous ones. And everyone's catching dysentery from JD. What's this? So JPH caught it from me. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Thank God it's not herpes. Oh, now I'm going to have to put that command in for you, aren't I, JD? Just on a side note as well, as you all know, there are many Easter egg commands. I added 2 more today. Good luck finding them. honestly, the past like 3 years, the number of Easter egg commands that I've added in, only a fraction of them have been discovered by random chance. Well, I already had a harmonica, so I had to use it. And Duke 7, welcome in there as well there, mate. And Gary, welcome in. You're just in time for the tutorial phase of our week-long farming sim evolution experiment. Will we get a death loop, JD, in this one? Tonight's stream is brought to you by JD's Deathloop Incorporated. Be it a boss fight with low health or ammunition, or a bottomless pit without a checkpoint, JD's Deathloop Incorporated, keeping you in the same action over and over and over again. This one's your favourite one, Gary. Just before we continue, out of this week, I would probably have to rank Farming Sim 22, Farming Sim 17, then I would probably go Farming Sim 15, then 19, then 13. I wasn't impressed with 19 last night. It was the first time I played 19. I played all the others loads and loads of hours before. But I just wasn't impressed with it. Visually didn't look good, especially when you compare it to 17. 17 looked a lot better than 19. Okay, let's get a crack on with this though. To your left, at the edge of your field, is a big green harvester. There was a yellow one yesterday. Head over there and touch the exclamation mark to do the next thing we watch it. In the lower left is your mini-map thingy-majig. Press these buttons to do the map and these buttons to do the other bits and bobs. As is the traditional tutorial. This is one of the fields you own from the very start. Its wheat is conveniently grown to the stage even where it can be harvested. Time for you to enter this combine harvester and get started. See if there's any more random question marks next to it. Have noticed I said all week that this one's... Well, I do definitely remember it in the 17 and 19. Yeah, the first farming sim that I played obviously was the 13 on the Xbox 360. It wasn't labelled, my box wasn't labelled as 13. Later on they were labelled as 13. It was just something I randomly picked up, technically. Just looking for something different to play whilst I was waiting for GTA 5 to come out in 2 weeks after that. Okay, attach the harvester. Harvester's header even. That's sitting right in front of it. Oh, hang on. Have I got the game audio? Yeah, it's kind of in the right kind of place. We've done lots of streams on this one, so the audio's fairly well balanced for it. So, attach the doodad. Good. Now unfold the harvester and turn the thingamajig on. These are all very technical terms. Spin the wheel. That would do that. Accelerate and brake is that one. Let's go and do our first 15-ish meters. 17 is by far the best. Yeah, I would have to agree. 22 and 17 are definitely, in my view, the best. 19 I was not impressed with last night at all. It just looked like, when I was highlighting the trees and the bushes, they just looked like not right. They didn't sit into the landscape properly. They're a bit like overly reflective and just like hollow and fake. Not quite sure how to describe it, but it just didn't sit right in the world. 10 was my first mobile phone. Was that to aid a little of a little bit of trouble here, a little bit of trouble here and there, eh? All right, what we've got here, so far so good. You'll have a lot to do, so make sure to hire helpers for your farm. Whenever a job can be executed by a helper, it'll be indicated in the panel up in the top corner that you guys can't see. Hire a helper here to take care of the rest of this field. The helper will now take care of this job until it all goes tits up and the eye can't cope anymore. You can now take on other business. Exit the harvester and walk to the next exclamation mark. There we go. An evening CGD as well there. We're now on... Ooh, right, just as a side note, before we continue the tutorial. This kind of bugs me. Because remember, I replaced all the signs. And now Giants have now kind of like forcibly put their adverts on all the signs. And if we go down to the shop, they've kind of opened up the gateway now for paid for advertising on these, which is going to be very disappointing. I will find a way to remodify the signs because they've kind of like blocked it from me like fiddling with the dials. A couple of my signs are still in place. I think the bus stop, does the bus stop still have one, or have they taken that one away now? There was a bus stop up here, wasn't there? I'm sure there was a bus shelter somewhere around here. We'll find one as we go. Calzone, welcome in there, mate. Just a side note there before we continue. That's a grumpy chicken. Hope you're doing alright there and feeling alright there as well there, mate. You've been addicted to Red Dead 2. I'm looking forward to next week jumping back into Red Dead. We left it on a story, like at the end of a story, and like ready to begin a new chapter. And after we did a 40-minute ride to the other end of the map. Okay, fields that have been harvested need to be cultivated before they can be sown anew. This field has been harvested recently and now needs somebody to cultivate it. Enter the tractor and attach the cultivator and the weight, I suppose, as well. Pop that up there and scoop that in there. Now lower the cultivator into the thingamajig, making sure the right tool is selected. Stick that in there and we'll do our first 15-ish meters. We will get to Red Dead 2. I did kind of think of that because, yeah, it's supposed to be the story beforehand. I've only seen little bits of it, a little bit from outside Xbox playing it, and I've seen a little bits of it from CGD a little bit ago. Why is it pink? Well, for Easy Guy was doing a special event, and he needed all the tractors to be pink because we were torturing him because he loves pink. So this is not technically a mod in the game. This is me mod. It's not like a mod that's you add in. I changed the core files of the game so that majority of everything is pink. Not everything, but a large sampling of all of the equipment is pink. And I just kind of left it. If you guys want everything pink, on my Discord, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, in the support section, there's a section called Mod Hub. If you scroll up in there, I've left the XML file and instructions on how to install the pink modification if you have Farming Sim 22 on PC. The file may even work with 19. I haven't tested it, but it's a possibility it might. But it definitely works. I am going to do an update at some point soon to add more in, because you see that the harvester is the wrong colour. Oh, what have we got here then? Anyway, well done. That's enough for now. Hire another helper to finish this job. Well, they're just bleeding us for cash here. Hire worker. Okay, switch to one of the other tractors using the switch feature can quickly cycle through the thingies. Do this until the tractor reaches... Until you reach the one with the exclamation mark, yeah. Convenient. Yeah, there's absolutely tons of them. Well, part of our experiments are we're going to visit the store and we'll go through all the different things that are available. I'll click on a few random things and you'll be able to see See all the different pink things everywhere. What's that there? It's so pink. There's some of them. I'm sure there's one of the harvesters. I retextured and coloured the interior as well. But don't ask us which one it was. I can't remember. Fields that have been cultivated are ready to be sown. For this, you'll need to use a sowing machine. Get back in the tractor and attach the sowing machine that's placed behind it. Scoop the weight and the sewing machine. The sewing machine you just attach is already filled with seeds. Once you run out, you will have to refill it with seed bags from the shop. Time to sow. Since this is August, the only crop that can be sowed at this time of the year is canola. Change the seed type. And they're assuming that I know what canola looks like. The canola icon looks like a yellow... Oh, well, that's convenient. Then turn on the thingamajig. So left and Y selects the thingamajigs. An evening CGD. What did I say I wanted again? Oh, it's got it in text format as well. That's okay. You can just sit on the edge of the screen there. It says canola. What mischief are you getting yourself up to there? You've been playing with the puppies. Let's lower this thing here. We will turn it on. Oh no, apparently we need to unfold it as well. What was that unfolding motion? Was it just one pin dropped? Consider me unfolded. Is this thing on? This isn't on. Back it up. Yeah, it's been a really sunny day here. It's been freezing. Everything's been covered in snow, but it has been a really, really sunny day. Nice, you've got the hang of that. You can continue later if you want, or hire another helper to do the thing. As you can see, it's important to know how to know what plants you've seen. Consult the calendar thing to do that. We're probably not going to go into that level of complication today. Alright, now switch to the tractor with the exclamation mark. Let's hire a worker to do this. Let's just blow the money. Is that thing still going? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, now we're going to learn about sticking things in the whatchamacallit here. So watching you play is making me want to play. Isn't that what you said yesterday? Wait, is Adrian a bot? I thought it was a person. We just don't know. It could be anything. Evening, Harrison, welcome in. You loving the pink tractors? Okay, as soon as the harvester tank is full, or even before that, you can unload its contents into the trailer. Hop into the thingamajig and attach the doodad. There we go. Drive to the harvester. Do we? I was going to say we surely have to take the cover off. So the cover is the left thingamajig in that way. I say the pipe will extend if you're in the correct position. The wheat will start pouring out automatically. So we'll take the top off the back. You got enough space there just to turn in there? No, that's not going to automatically jump out. Because I think the AI worker fell asleep. So we will stick the pipe out. And let it shoot its load into the back of our trailer. Apparently we've got to be sitting in it to make it do that. Great, where wheat is being dumped into the trailer. Wait until it is done, then drive your tractor with the trailer to the spot indicated on the map. And touch the exclamation mark when we're there. And apparently we can close the lid. Oh, well, actually, we're in the wrong vehicle. He suggested we should close the lid. Was that Raven raided Easy's garage? Yeah, I know. Easy Guys loaned me all these tractors for the night. Speaking of that, I'm going to show you guys later on what Easy Guy has done to the like old save that we're going to visit that I've got. Just before we go where we're supposed to go, I just want to pull over here. This is one of the very few signs that Giants have not tampered with yet. I'm sure it's going to give them a, you know, they'll do it eventually. No trouble tonight. I'm being a good boy. No one believes that, Eris. Okay, whereabouts are we going? There's no marker on the map. Is there a? I was going to say that there's an orbital laser pointing us in the rough direction. So let's just keep going that way. I say some Taco Bell. It's magic. Can I ask a question, right? Because I know that's like it's one of the colonial chains, isn't it? What is it that they actually sell? Because the only thing I really know, I hear it in like TV shows and stuff, and Demolition Man, of course. It's the only restaurant to survive the franchise wars, if I remember right from the movie. What sort of things is it you actually get at one of those? Oh, that van wasn't looking where he was going. I don't even know if they. I very much doubt they have any of those in the. Look at him speeding past. Oh, we should do. Actually, there's a good point. We will do the sound check. So we're driving. And the sound is different. Because that was something that was added in 17. Because before that, when you jumped in and out, it made the exact same noise. Hey, right, we're still going over there, following the orbital strike. Look, it's just giant adverts everywhere. Actually, is it a giant advert, or is that because they've kind of like there's an advert next to the shop, which leaves the doors open. It's an advert for donating money to charity, and that just opens the door for Giants to start selling paid-for advertisement inside of your game, which I am not down with. Was that I have 2 screens in the game back on my drive. Was it? And at least the good thing about the ultra wide is you guys, I can have the map up full, and it doesn't take up too much of the side of the screen. We're still going along this road here. Just checking. What was that there? I was. Oh, so you say at the Taco Bell? Yeah. What is it that you actually get from there? Oh, hang on, we've gone the wrong way here. We've entered the invisible walls. Where's the orbital laser again? Have we driven past where it's The tractor sounds sick. It looks sick. Oh, there we go. There it is. We go straight past the entrance. This unloading station is one of the places on the map where you can sell your harvest. You can check the current prices of the products in the menus by pressing the hamburger button. Move the trailer so it is located over the pit, so you can so the unload symbol appears in the bottom of the screen. Or does it appear on the bottom of the screen as well? And you can unload it by selecting the right thingy and Y. So where was the unload symbol in the bottom of the screen? Let's back it up, back it up. Ah, right, I see that. Never noticed that before. What was that, JG? Oh, hang on, what's that in there? Nicely done. Selling your crop is the main way to earn money for your home. Let's drive over to the shop where the final exclamation mark is located. Flashing diamond indicates on your map. Doesn't. Alright, let's go. So what was that there again there, JD? Like did the Matrix with the phones. Oh, yeah, didn't the... Because the... Was it in the second one? Was it just... It was originally... It was a prop, but they wound up making it into an actual... The actual one that you could buy. Because that was the one that had, like, the loop thing on the top. That in the first one was the one that had the bottom, like, button shield kind of thing drop down, if I remember right. I remember there was a guy in our class, I think, that had that one. I think at that time I had a Samsung, and it was the marketing for it was the first one with a sort of the particular type of colour screen that it had. I can't remember what it was. Do you still have that phone? It's in my toolbox downstairs. And what's up there? Who can beat it? What you need to do is exclamation mark profile. You type in that and see what Ada knows about you. Ada, our all-knowing AI bot. What has she uncovered about you? Okay, we'll drive along here though, and this will conclude the tutorial section. Then, when we're at the shop, we'll then do the bit where we examine everything that's available in the shop as vanilla content. Yeah, it is quite... Well, can I just put that cruise control on there? Yeah. And we'll press the buttons. Yeah, press the other buttons. Cruise control didn't work again. We stalled. This one is quite good because... I don't know if it was in 19, I never looked, but we can, like, instruct them to drive. So, if say I don't know, we'll do so because it's not 100% reliable. But if I just drive down here, say... And... Actually, this probably won't work here, to be honest, but, you know... Would add complication to it. I'll stop there. I'll bring up the map. So there is loads to explore. I mean, when we get to the exploring stage as well, we'll go into... Because there's like a cave up here that we can go in. It's only a little bit. Cause like, you go in around about here, and I think it spits you out down here. And there's like a corn maze as well, somewhere up there. Yeah, somewhere up there. Actually, I've seen that. I think it's on this map. So we'll have a little... when we get to that stage, we'll have a little drive around and see all the different bits and bobs. But what we're going to do now is, though, I'm going to click on here. And then I'm going to go create job. Go to... And we want to go to the shop. I don't know if it'll pull into the shop, but, you know, what could possibly go wrong? Start job. Look, man, no hands. Yeah, we'll be continuing with 22 going forward. We already have on if you on the YouTubes, we already have loads of streams on Farming Sim 22. And a good amount as well on Farming Sim 17. I actually skipped 19. I never actually played 19 until last night. That was the first time I played it. I've played all the others, but I hadn't played that 19. But yeah, over on the YouTube, all of our like previous streams, I should say as well. Farming Sim isn't our like main game. We play a variety of different games, all in technically themed nights. As in, under normal circumstances, Friday is RPG night, and we're currently every Friday we've been playing through Red Dead Redemption. That will be returning, of course, next Friday. And when is Ada 2.0? I was actually thinking about Ada 2.0 just before the stream started, and I really need to start making Ada 2.0 live. It's been a work in progress now for a better part of a year. We'll get it complete. Oh, there we go. It's turning us in. Actually, it's turning us around. It's changed his mind. The AI just says, "Nope, we're going home." Nope. It missed the turning. There we go. Yeah, well, we actually have a farm. Normally, when I've been playing Farming Sim like by myself, there's another map that I've been playing. It begins with a K. I can never pronounce the thing. It's a small map, lots of like little fields, and it's only a fraction of the size of this map. It is awkward for driving around, but I just like it. It's just a nice little map. It's a nice little town. Ada 2.0 goes live. Judgment Day. The machines fight back. Yes. Where's our John Connor? Actually, right. Let's take more movie things off the bingo card list for tonight. Terminator movies. Where does everyone stand on them? Of course, 1 and 2, brilliant movies. Third one, I don't mind. Fourth one, I think the fourth one was the McG one, wasn't it? That was supposed to be a trilogy. That went well. I will say one thing: the actress that plays the Terminator in the third one, what a misery! If you ever meet her at a Comic-Con. So completely up herself. It was one of those disappointing moments. I completely forgotten about meeting her because I know I've discussed like 2 other people before that have that were a bit, they weren't good to meet, unfortunately. But I completely forgot about her. An evening, Frodo. Mr. Smith is our John Connor. And Mr. V, welcome in there as well there, mate. Was it there? How many burritos you think I could eat? Eating an eating challenge.
8.
That many. What was that? The Ferris Bueller's. Was the Terminator in that one? Was it? I had a breakfast burrito today. I've never had one. It's like popcorn. I've never had popcorn before. TV series don't watch. Oh, I forgot about the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Just going back to that. I watched season 1. I do have season 2. I've never got around to watching it. I can only remember bits of it because I only ever watched it through season 1. I only watched it through the once. I just haven't got around to it. Okay, let's conclude the tutorial. It's on my to-do list. This is where you can sell your vehicles and tools or buy new equipment. You can either visit the shop in person by activating the shopping symbol in front of it, or triggering it elsewhere by pressing the button shown, the squarey thing button. And that's the end of the tour. Visit the help menu for more in-depth... help menu. So right, this game... Does this game not have, on 22, does it not have the separate loadable tutorials? I can't remember even looking on the main menu, to be honest. I know that the... definitely the first three. I say first three, but we're not talking about 11 and the one that came before that. First three, major release. Good luck and have fun in the world of farming. And there's our tutorial. Oh, come back. Where do you think you're going? I thought that was our car. We've been robbed. Okay, let's have a look in the shop here. We'll do the stage now in our evaluation of looking... Oh, as I said, we can't walk into the shop. Only Farming Sim 13, we could actually walk inside of the dealership. All the rest of them, you've been trapped outside, banging on the doors with the rest of the zombies in this town of ghost people. Now, this one has... Now, in the previous ones, the menus went left to right, and you could expand into the side. This one, you have to... it expands going down. It's scrollable that way. The TV show was so from what I remember. We're going to have to watch it. You know, I wasted so much money figuring out how to get a front loader to work and attached to the tractor. Some of them don't even have the attachments. There was something that me and Easy were doing, and we were fighting on for ages, and we realised it didn't have the front attachment, even though it visibly looked like it had. The truck wasn't actually programmed with it. But I'll show you that truck later on. Let's have a look at these. Oh, this one's not coded for pink. This thing's quite amusing. It travels at like no miles an hour. I have no idea what it's for, but it just amuses me. So we have small tractors in here anyway. Is it going to be pink or will it be blue? It's blue. You learned the hard way. Right, medium tractors. I can't remember from yesterday, but is this the first one that had 3 sizes for tractors? But as I said, we'll go through each of these menus to show the defaults. You know, the all the vanilla ones. Are these ones pink? Nope. I didn't do all the brands, you see, that there was... Yeah, this one's kind of pink. Oh, I missed some green out on it. What about these ones? Did I do these ones? I didn't do those ones. I'll have to go through and modify some of the other brands to make them more of them pink. Oh, look at the state of it. We'll have a look at the JCBs once we get through these menus. We'll shop by brand and see what we can find there, Eris. Got the big trucks, various harvesters. Looks like you targeted John Deere, and I take it personally. I look at that and I just think milkshake. Too many pink tractors. Evening there, Mr. Smith. Potato machine. Is the potato machine pink or did I spare it? It's been spared. We'll have to do something about that. Animal stuff, right. I have no idea. The animal stuff is a complete mystery to me. I don't know what this bizarre vacuum cleaner is. The industrial vacuum cleaner. that's no idea. Forestry stuff. I've done no forestry since 17. I haven't done anything. I obviously didn't do any in 19. I haven't done any of it in 22. So we'll have to pull these out at some point. I've done the one. I say 17, and we did it in 15 as well. I forgot that I had forestry as well. I've never done anything with this machine either. I would like to give it a go at some point there. Is that the same thing? It's got a slightly different nozzle on the end. And then we've got... I haven't done anything with the cotton things either. Also, it's got like a hunchback. That looks interesting. It looks like it's got like a tail and big teeth. Oh, there's a vehicle in here, the vehicle of great confusion. That we will come to. The mowers. Figure what's it? The bigger figure jigs. These ones. These things that I believe are a pain in the arse to drive. I tried that little forklift. Little tiny dinky one. Oh, look at the colour. Was that I still love the way you added that as a command. I was just saying before, I added some more Easter egg command. Well, 2 more today I added. But I keep on adding them whenever these daft things... I get these headaches with pictures, and then I go and add an Easter egg command. Oh, these things here, this is my favourite vehicle to drive around the map in. The cars that you get, they're really unstable, whereas this is a nice steady vehicle to drive. So this is the one that I always pick. To the point where I might even just buy one. Saying that, we haven't got any money. But I prefer that to likes of this, because these things are just unstable. But to be honest, we're going to need one to do the physics experiment. We'll buy one. Hang on, it's the wrong colour. Change. Now, because I overrode the game settings, there is a lot of pinks in this game now. Rim colour. Well, let's go for the red like we did last night. There we go. Would you ever want to do this real life and carrier? I certainly wouldn't mind. It's been, if I did this sort of thing, like in real life, I would certainly chuck a camera on. We technically do outdoor streams with the chickens, and I am determined. I know I've been saying it for a little while, like probably over a year. I'm determined to do some drone streams. It's just every time I want to, every time it's like a nice sunny day, the wind speed is ludicrously high, so we kind of, you kind of win. There's one of those things. Now, was it decided last night that this monstrosity was it for beats or something? Is that what we decided yesterday? That this obscure multi-armed half-finished transformer? Yeah, we can sell like any of the if we own it, we can sell it either which one of the menus is it again? There's a bit where I always forget. You got the 2 buttons. I can never remember which way around it is. I'm always jumping back and forth. But if we go to one of these menus, no, I think it must be on this button. Where's the one that's our stuff? Yeah, here's our stuff. Yeah, because we can sell it from here, can't we? Yeah, so if I pressed A here, I could sell it. But there's also a place over here, is it? Is it here where you can drop it and sell it? Or is this just for the maintenance? There is a place around here where you can drop it here. I'll never get over what you did to my poor planter. Alright, hang on. Right. Can you remember what planter it was? Actually, I'm sure. I will show you. Actually, we've only done half the menus. Because we also have to do the trailers and stuff. We'll cycle through these as part of the experiment. And was it a towable one, Mr. Smith? Or was it a one that was like part of like a single unit? Oh, look at that. That looks interesting. What's that? Oh, headers. We also need to jump into a shop by brand because Eris wants to see the JCBs. I'm sure that brand's in here, isn't it? It's bound to be. They're bound to have something in here from them. So we've got potato stuff. Beet stuff. Various cultivators. Other thingamajigs. Mulchers, no idea what that's for. Stone pickers, I don't think I've ever used those yet. The grape stuff, I certainly haven't done that at all yet. What are these? Oh, this is more for the cotton stuff, which is again, we haven't done cotton before yet. Disc harrowers? It's like it tells you horror stories when you're driving it. Jump back to that one because we skipped over it. Various cedars. Oh, is it in here? Where was a... Alright, we will... we'll see if we can shop by brand and see if we can find that one when we'll cycle through these. Actually, it's... There it is. So this is the planter that apparently I made very rude. You know. How do we change? Oh, hang on, it doesn't have customizable colours on this one. Was it an extra mod that that allowed you to change the colours on it? Yeah, yours is modded. Ah, right. Now, does anyone see what the problem is? Now, you can imagine that, you see where it's blue? Imagine the blue is all white, and the certain piece here is pink. Is everybody seeing what I did to Mr. Smith's planter? My poor eyes. Alright, let's continue on here. We've got rollers. I don't know what we use the rollers for. For me, especially, I don't have to take it for a long time because my jump from 17 to 22, there's so much stuff, and I've just never come across a need to do it. Oh, the arrows get beaten up. 1 second. I think Eris knows. He does indeed. Don't worry, it's just the automatic mod thing. don't worry about it, Eris. Some more, whatever these are. Fertilizery things. Various sprayers. Stuff for grass. More stuff for making giant piles out of grass. Foraging wagons. Bale poopers. Ooh, what's this thing? What's that for? We like stab bales onto those poles. What kind of a bale pooper is this? Bale loaders? Bale wrappers? Fun toys. So there is a lot more as well, just in general, as we're going through here. We'll cycle through them. What's that? Is the problem the operator? Is that because it was very short? I was waiting for that kettle to boil before I said, "Evening, royalty." Welcome in. How are you doing tonight there, royalty? Have you had a good first week at the new job? I was going to I was tempted to change your welcome sound effect. Anyone used to watch? I don't know if they're still on the go. I have no idea. But has anyone watched the Animaniacs? And there was a bit where they used to go, you know, like, "Hello, nurse." I was going to pull that sound effect out. You know what that noise reminds me of? Uh-oh, hang on. 2 seconds, Mrs. Smith. We will cycle through these menus, and then I will torture you with the call of the Squeaky Bottle King. Those of you who don't know what that means, the potion of vitality. It used to be, you know, it's supposed to be the hydrate option, but it kind of like evolved into something far worse. And if you don't like nails on a blackboard, well, I can't help you. Sorry, just eating, so only got one hand temporarily. Okay. I'll be ready. Actually, we haven't done this for like 2 weeks. And there we go. Did someone call me? There's like you know, there's like sparks on the ground, and the vortex opens, and JD emerges. But okay, we have now done the tutorial section of our experiments. Was it, you should put nails on a chalkboard as your channel description. See, originally it was because I had the metal bottles, and you know, so I would do that. But when I used to undo the lid would squeak. So I used to hold that up to the microphone so you could hear the squeak. Now we wore 2 bottles out, doing this. And occasionally I would clang the 2 bottles together because it made a really nice loud noise. But then that works too. But welcome in the White Coat Clubber, and Bumblebee as well there. Welcome in there, mate. And just pause for that one there. Let's just jump in here. We're going to drive this back to base though, just temporarily for a moment there. That sounded naughty. Royalties, what you're saying, how was look, everyone knows this week has not been a very good week, but I should probably, now that we've done the tutorial, I should probably tell you Chips' progress today. We'll just park this up there for a moment there. Is that really naughty from Eris? It's what you come here for. Usually on a Saturday night, though. CGD's in his incognito mode, you see. Let's just park. Oh, we did have a little car. Oh well, we could sell that, I suppose. Let's take this one back to base as well there. But as you know, for over a week now, Chips has been really bad. This past week, my entire daytime, from the minute I get up to the minute that I took her in, I've been spent with her, looking after her. And even after the streams, because after the streams finished, myself and Easy Guy, we chat till the early hours of the morning, and just been sat on the kitchen floor with the camera on, with Chips. But so we had it at the vets. Our medicine and what have you runs out tomorrow. But today, when she was on my knee, I was sitting in the kitchen, and at first I thought she'd just done a little tiny pee on my leg, and I thought, oh bugger, because I thought I didn't put the bloody kitchen roll down on my leg just in case. But I thought, oh, it doesn't matter. I'll clean it up later on. But then I felt more and more warm on my leg, and I had a look, and it was like almost like a constant flow, and it was the egg white. But technically it's clear at the time. That was starting to like ooze out, and after a little bit, the egg yolk started to come out, and she was getting in a horrendous state. For a brief moment, I thought I was going to lose her there. I was in a panic for what to do. Trying to call Easy Guy for help, because Easy Guy, he's got decades of experience with chickens. So whenever there's a problem, I always run for Easy Guy's help. So she's on my knee, and as it's continuously coming out, she's getting herself in more of a state. Her comb's going bad, and then after about 5 or so minutes, she then dropped the crushed egg came out. You have to imagine like an egg that's been like crushed in your hands, the shape that it came out, but it was actually 2 eggs, the remains of 2 eggs combined, that had been stuck in her for 8 days. She finally passed it. I get a feeling though that there's still 1 egg in there, because she's still not 100%. But after she laid that, she was bouncing around the kitchen, all over the place. So this week has been incredibly stressful. As I've had her in my arms for the entire week, just about. I think she's sick of me, because normally at bedtime, I showed the video. I'll show you the video again. Where's Discord? I should put it on one of these screens. Who's sending me at? Don't know who that is. Right, Discord. I'll go to the pet section. Oh, there's my baby. I'll scroll up, and I don't know how high up it is, but we'll find it. It wasn't that high. It only took us a few seconds to find it yesterday or the day before. But at the minute, the past 4 nights, normally she would run up onto my leg in the kitchen, but she's here we go. This is just like the quick version. The whole video was like 5-10 minutes long. Pop that there. I'll blow that up full screen eventually. But normally on a night time, this is what happens. I put one girl down, and then Chips immediately runs up my leg, shuffles herself in as close as she can get so she can get a hug. But I think she's a bit sick of us, because she hasn't done that for 4 days now, think I've done a head in because I've never left her the whole week. Just a special girl. I will try. I'll try this week to try and get that video out to you, because in the proper detail, and you can see her properly. But she gets herself all snuggled in, gets her cuddles. Why does Discord only sometimes show the jump to the end button? Down at the bottom. But I'm hoping that she's going to be all right there. Oh crikey! Tic Tacs redeemed the Coop Access live. I will get that link to you soon. I've completely forgot about those. We haven't had one of those redeemed for a long time. In fact, I think the only person that redeemed it was Royalty. Yep, you've got access now to thousands and thousands of chicken videos. Turn that bloody webcam on. But welcome in there, Tic Tac. Tic Tac, the destroyer of worlds. What's it there? Misty will be pleased too. What sort of mischief are you two getting up to there? Yourself and Misty. Oh, did I? I thought you redeemed it, Royalty. It's been that long ago. I don't know if the links that I sent you even still work anymore, but I will refresh the links anyway, because it's been a while. I suppose we should get back to what we're doing. I'll give a brief explanation of what we're doing this week, just to refresh everybody on the madness that we've been doing here. So this week, this is Farming Sim Evolution Week, because I couldn't think of a better title. And this week we are playing. I'm gonna declare it as the 5 major releases of Farming Sim. So on Monday we played Farming Sim 13. Then we did on Tuesday Farming Sim 15. We did 17 on Wednesday, 19 yesterday, and today we're on 22. I can't remind myself of the bloody names, the numbers. And well, each night we are doing the exact same format. We are starting a brand new vanilla game. We have brand new vanilla game, no mods, in easy mode with the default map for that particular version of Farming Sim. Once we get into the game, we are doing the tutorial. Whichever tutorial it hands to us. Majority of it, including today's, had copy and paste text from the previous ones. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, then we're going to evaluate the shop on each one. We are going to do a contract on each one, a little bit of pottering around farming. Or a contract and or mission, depending on the version of Farming Sim. We are then going to have a drive around and explore the default map just to see what it looks like. We are doing visual comparison. This one looks definitely a lot better than last night, but then 17 looked a lot better than 19. We're then going to do our physics experiment, but we'll have to find a cliff to do the physics experiment. I'm not confident where we can on this map, but we'll find somewhere where we can do our physics experiment. There's apparently one up the top corner, I think, like that way. Then we're going to have a mess around. Now, today we have a special mess around because we are using the special save that I made for the birthday stream last year, and I'm going to be showing off again my 42 long road train. And what was that there? And the mobile version is next week, isn't it? They're calling Farming Sim 23. She was just farming sim. I never read the documentation or anything for it. I got a few of the emails from the Giants thing. I couldn't be asked to read it, to be fair. But now I suppose we better go and do a contract so we can do that part of the thing. Now, we're playing the vanilla game of Farming Sim. We have no mods. So there is a high probability there's going to be no contracts because contracts are just broken in this game. Other menu. I very much doubt they fixed it. Oh, look at that. We actually have some harvesty one. Should we do a harvesty one or should we do a... We'll do a spray one. Borrow equipment because we haven't got it. And it's field 9 we want to go to. Oh, look at it. It's horrendous. But also, what was that there as well? I just missed the thing there. Been a bit too late. Yeah, because I've myself, like when I finished, I haven't seen her online to be able to like hop over at the end of it. The past couple of nights, there hasn't really been that many folk on for us to jump over. I think we jumped over a vaults like 2 or 3 times this week because there was nobody else here. Oh, hang on, you've just reminded me by saying John Deere Green. We have to go and do the JCBs for Eris. There is a shop by brand on this, isn't there? Right. Scanning down. There you go. That's apparently all there is, but they're all the wrong colour. I will amend that in a later update to my pink mod. Tonight is John Deere Pink. What's that there, Royalty? This is the first night all week that I've been awake past night. It's normally my job to send you to sleep, Royalty. That's how I keep the captive audience, you see. I send you all to sleep. We're looking for John Deere Pink, first of all, weren't we? Why have I scrolled all the way down there? We'll never know. So here's the offerings from them. Now, did I do their equipment? Oh, I did. That looks incredibly weird. All right, we got a contract. Let's go. Let's go and do a contract. As part of our comparison, field 9 is up the top. That's okay. We know where that is. I know I've been absolutely shattered this week. Last night I was asleep possibly by 7, woke up for a couple around 9, then went back to sleep at 1:15. And zoom back down. Oh, we haven't done the side-scrolling farm sim. 2D. See how far we get before we hit something. There's one of my signs in the background as we drive past the petrol station. Oh, we never found a bus stop. Next time someone's... Well, when we get to the exploring phase, there'll be a bus stop that we can go into. And see whether or not it still has my my YouTube advert on it. Yeah, we'll cross the bridge. But soon, very soon, we will do our special for this evening. Last week we started making a daft story, and I've come up with some things that I hope will make the story continue in a way that we will all like. But we won't know until we actually come to it, and then I'll get the computer to read it all out again. Oh, we've got a hard right here. Can we do it in our 2D perspective? I don't know we're doing that bad there, to be honest. I think we've managed to we've managed to stay on the road. I'm navigating by looking at the map so I can see the curvature of the road, and then judging the tire lines from the line in the middle of the thing. And when we get to field 9, which is down this road. We will soon do was it 4 chapters? Did we make 4 chapters last week of the adventures of Eris the ghost? If all goes according to plan, we're going to introduce 2 new characters this week. Is what I kind of thought of would be amusing. I've been waiting all week for this story. If it's something fun, we'll do it every now and again, because obviously we don't want to do it like too often, but here we go. We're at field 9 though. There you go. As well, if you want any of the farming sim stuff, there's a link to follow to support the channel. And oh no. Oh, I just realised something really, really bad. Right, this is the thing that I don't know how to do in Farming Sim. This is empty. How do I fill it? Where it comes in like liquid, it comes in like tanks or something, doesn't it? I think I'd have to go all the way back to the shop. What was the criteria for the mission? Was it love story time? I also decided, I know I said that there's a possibility I might read an extract from one of my stories, but I've decided not to because I've been that stressed this week I haven't chosen a section and prepared it. Move the... what? Herbicide. Right, herbicide is what we're looking for. So, right. You guys that actually know what you're doing, keep me right on this one. So, am I going for something like this, or is it... it's a liquid, isn't it? So it would be in one of these. So do I want a tub of this? I'm going to buy it in the hopes that by the time the stream catches up, it's going to be the right stuff. You know, I'm going to buy 2 just in case. I don't know what the size of the tank is. So we're going to now drive back to where we were. Let's fold that back up. It shouldn't take long to do the fields, technically, with the width of this thing. And I'm hoping that we can drive next to it and it will just fill it. If not, we don't have the tools to be able to do it. You need more 3 to 4. Once we get there, we get pulled up and we'll buy it. We'll buy an extra one. Straight across. It said herbicide photo. I'm assuming that's what I've clicked on. Are we going the right direction here? We're not, are we? We need to go this way. So we'll cross over the motorway. Actually, we're going this way. We need to aim for the fire station, don't we? Unless... oh, no. I think we're at the right part of the road. Down the long straight. So, what have we got left to do in our experiment? We need to do the physics experiment, which means we need the car. We are going to do the exploring thing, but I might do the exploring thing in our other save. Yeah, we'll do the exploring phase in the other save, because there's some things I want to show you in there anyway, so it'll make more sense to do it there. So we'll have a contract to do here. Physics experiment. Have we discussed the visual differences in that this one does look a lot better? I find as well, depending on the map, there's lots of the the maps that are created like on the mod hub. Some of them have got nice trees, and some of them have just awful trees. And one of the things as well that frustrates me in some of the in the majority of the maps actually that you can get on the mod hub is that they just copy and paste the trees. They don't even make like an effort to like rotate them. I'm assuming that you can rotate them in the thing, but you just like a big line of identical trees as you drive along the road. All right, how do we insert this into here? For a change. I was kind of hoping a prompt would appear on screen to say insert here. Oh, refill sprayer. Aha. I just had a really, really rude thought. It's just, the back end of this for a second there reminded me of a chicken's back end. Can I use the mouse? No, I can't use the mouse. And is that it's saw bum on the back of it, the red dot. Got 4,000 litres. That's got to be enough to do that field. That's probably too much to do that field because it's not a very big field. Good evening, Stephen. Welcome in there, mate. You're almost in time for story time. We're going to get up to this field and then we're going to do some story time. Stop ruining things for you. and look, it's hard. Hey, that CGD is such a bad influence on us. Let's enjoy a little bit of the cab view as we drive back up to there, shall we? You can't get it out of your head now. So, as we're just going up here and getting ready to do this contract, what can everyone remember from the previous week's story? Now, we made 4 chapters to our story last week. What does everybody remember about the characters and what they were doing? Oh yeah, I want to cross the river here. Keep it PG. Turn up here. Yes, Eris was the hero. I can't remember who the villains were. How can he expect us to keep a PG when he's doing things with the vehicles? Almost up at field 9 now, though. Oh, just on a graphical thing as well. This one has reflections in the mirrors. Alright, let's deploy. Might be ready by the time we get up there, you see. It's the theory, anyway. I caught a fish and it was this big. Okay, right, wait for this maniac to get past. Then we will turn on the sprayer. Is that right? Is it spraying now? Oh, there we go. Must have been doing that thing because we're out of bounds of the map. The field even. Now these ones are a bit of a pain though, aren't they? Because you kind of got to remember where you sprayed. Because it's not... I don't even think I can notice a difference in the spray. I know we can go into the map. It'd be handy, right, if the mini-map in the corner of your screen, is there any way that could display the percentage of what you've done? You know, like when it has like the different lines to show you the progress of it in a field. So from that, we're just sort of like guesstimating. Is it awkward to see on 19 as well? I kind of remember from like the older ones, you can see like the dampness on it though. But this one, I don't know if I zoom in, is there actually any visible? Is there any way to notice any difference in it? We have a lovely pink tractor though. 19. Oh, right. So 19 was still easy to see, and 22 they decided to make it more complicated. But I think it's a missed opportunity with the map here at the side. If there could have been like an option just to, because I know that when you go into, hang on, cruise control, not that one, this one, I think. Yeah, you can see there we've got our stripiness. So far, we had like... I don't know what the hell that was there. We still have 60... We should have only bought one of those tanks, I'm guessing, here. Because we'll need to cover this field because it's a rental. But it doesn't really matter. We still have 66% of the tank full. Was that an achievement, or was that telling me the contract was complete? No, contract's not complete. One more stripe down here, spin around. Then on this save, we only have the physics experiment to do. The equipment, ignoring the pinkness, the equipment in this game I do find looks really, really nice. And the game does run nice and smoothly, I find, as well. Must almost be finished this one now, aren't we? A little wedge in the middle. That's going to be fun trying to figure out where that is. Gotten better over the years, except for the loading times. Farming Sim 13 on the Xbox 360, that loaded super quick. Oh, we missed it, we missed it. Let's just... now turn that way. Surely we must have done this by now. Yeah, complete. Collect. Then we get jumped into the field. Alright, let's jump in our truck and see if we can very quickly do the physics experiment, because then we can change worlds, and whilst it's loading the other one, we can do the stories, because that'll probably be the best time to break it up. as we're loading the next farming sim map up, we can do the story time for 5-10 minutes. But looking at it just there, it looks like it still has the air spin. So if you get air on the wheels, you can like rapidly spin as the vehicles always turn, and it's only the ground that gives you the resistance. Trying to think, where can we find the only place I can figure that might be difficult to experiment with would be possibly down here. I mean, oh, look at that. Oh, it's all over the shop. There goes that pulling mango for Mr. Smith. So when I went to here, I know there's some rough terrain down here that we might be able to use. Yeah, this is probably my best bet. And there we go. Leave my mango brethren alone. Now, saying that, I know these aren't exactly the sort of like roads that we were looking at, but it looks like there is very little resistance. No, take that, there is no resistance to driving up cliffs. So Farming Sim 22 fails physics. Farming Sim 15 is the only one that's passed physics. And it was very difficult to see, but the vehicle has no resistance whatsoever to driving up these. I'm not even sure where we are on the map now. I've got myself completely turned around. Was that I need to go back for the oil sump? But yeah, unlike like 15, driving up slopes in 22 does not seem to affect the ability for the vehicles to drive. There was like negligible speed difference in that one. Okay, let's save that. We're going to jump over into our special save for this evening. I'm going to show you the absolute chaos that I've got over there. So I'll save that. I'll save that. I'll be deleting the save file shortly. Yes, we really want to quit. Right, I'm going to deploy the bouncy bouncy screen whilst we press some buttons. Then I want to go to there. I also need to load up Word because that's where I put my notes. Please don't be down. Don't make me do 15,000 factor authentication either. Yeah, no 15,000 factor authentication. Let's just minimize that for a brief moment. Put that back over there. Undeploy the bouncy screen. Go to... And I'm going to go to our Elm Creek. Now, there's a mod that I need to take out of here because I forgot to take out the charity ones. So, take out that mod. And is there any more? Technically, it doesn't matter that they're turned on. I just keep on forgetting to do it. I don't... You see, all these mods are on here mainly for when I play like with you guys. I don't like putting mods on in Farming Sim. It just adds more trouble. Because you've got to have the better contracts one if you ever want to get anywhere in the game. Because the default contracts are, well, half the time they don't work. Continue. Start. Oh, right, let's put this controller down for just a minute. Oh, my fingers are killing me. Right, let's sit up. Come gather around, people. Men and women, hobbits alike. Alright, we need to do a few things before we start. I need to enable browsers into the stream. Then I need to crank that up to 100. Then I'm just going to find a piece of text from last week. Come on, load. And just verify that this is coming into the stream. So let us know, as long as I need to know if it's like above the music so you can still hear it.
It was a dark and stormy night, and the locals of the small village had gathered in the cozy warmth of the pub to escape the chill. As the night wore on, the patrons began to swap tales of ghosts and hauntings, each one trying to outdo the last.
I just realised my microphone was muted that whole time I was rambling. Right. Am I assuming that you guys heard that that was the first paragraph that played from the first chapter last week? Am I right in thinking that you guys could hear that? I was asking at the time, but I muted the microphone whilst I was sneezing. So, as I've prepared some notes that I'm hoping are going to work in the story, where I will feed them in and we will see what comes out. What could possibly go wrong? I hope you like the sort of like weirdness that I kind of pictured in my head. We're going to be introducing 2 new characters today. And as I was saying as well, that if it, because obviously I prepared like these sentences to test with the other day, and mainly it was so that I could get the spellings right beforehand, because we had an issue last week where if at any point she says Eris's sense of morality, replace that in your head with mortality, as in the ghost of Eris wishes to become human once again. Or is he human? We just don't know. Okay, 2 seconds. I need to copy and paste this into here. Why is it doing that funny scrolly thing again? Okay. Put that in there. All right, let's press go and let's see what we get from this. Okay, he's putting something in. Oh, oh, this one's going to amuse you. Okay, so chapter 5, I think. We get chapter 5? I'm sure we did 4 last week.
As time passed, life in the castle grew more peaceful and prosperous. Frodo and Sam worked tirelessly to restore the castle to its former glory, and with the help of Eris, they succeeded beyond their wildest dreams. The gardens bloomed with vibrant colors, and the orchard produced an abundance of fresh apples and pears, which were enjoyed by all who lived in the castle. New life came to the castle as well. Frodo and Sam had a son, whom they named after Eris in honor of his bravery and selflessness. The child grew up in the castle, surrounded by love and kindness, and he quickly became a beloved member of the community. Under the watchful eyes of Eris, the castle became a shining beacon of hope in the Shire. People from all over came to visit, to marvel at its beauty and to bask in its peaceful atmosphere. And so, life in the castle continued on, full of joy and happiness. Frodo and Sam knew that they were blessed to live in such a wonderful place, and they vowed to protect it always, with the help of their dear friend Eris.
Okay, I did not see it inserting a son and having them call it Eris. That was not in my grand design, but okay. And you have a good night there, Mr. Smith. You behave yourself there, and thank you for coming in there, mate. We'll catch you later on. Okay, so we're now going to go through, and I will put in my next section of text that I've prepared and see how it interprets my thinking. Okay, press the go button. Is that me? Behave? Who do you think I am? Just ask my partner in crime. I'm so happy you named your son Eris. Okay. I didn't read this one live as it was going through, so I don't know if it has interpreted my instruction. Oh, you better not be going to go off. Why are you flashing? You're a peculiar device. Okay. So, I don't know where this is going to go, but I hope you enjoy the thought I had as we introduce... I was going to introduce the 2 new characters I put in.
As the Queen, royalty, and her faithful companion, Mr. Socks, approached the castle, they saw that it was bustling with activity. There were people milling about, and lights shining brightly in every window. But the Queen was concerned. She had been away from her kingdom for 14 long years, and she did not know what had happened in her absence. And so, she used her magic to summon Eris, the castle protector, to explain what was going on. When Eris appeared before her, the Queen was angry. She demanded to know who occupied her castle, and why Eris had failed in his duties to protect it. Eris explained that Frodo and Sam had taken over the castle, and that they had done a good job of restoring it to its former glory. He tried to defend them, but the Queen was having none of it. She ordered Eris to return to the castle and take Frodo and Sam into custody. Eris knew that he had no choice but to obey his Queen. He returned to the castle ahead of her, and informed Frodo and Sam of her imminent arrival. He asked him to surrender peacefully, but they were too scared. They knew that the Queen was powerful, and they feared what she might do to them. And so, Frodo and Sam attempted to flee. They ran through the castle, trying to escape, but they were quickly apprehended by Eris and Mr. Socks. When the Queen arrived, she was pleased to see that her castle had been restored to its former glory. But she was also angry with Frodo and Sam for taking over her property. She ordered him to be taken away, but she also recognized that they had done a good job of restoring the castle. And so, she granted him a pardon, on the condition that they leave her property and never return. Frodo and Sam agreed to the Queen's terms, and they left the castle, grateful for the opportunity they had been given. And Eris, the castle protector, breathed a sigh of relief, knowing that his beloved castle was once again under the watchful eye of its true owner.
The plot thickens. Is that your crying right now, mate, Eris? You're welcome, Queen. The Queen royalty. So I introduce royalty and Mr. Socks as new characters in the story. Okay. Now that output has kind of the way that I was kind of hoping it would interpret. It's kind of like thrown away what I kind of thought of. Now I'm going to put it in anyway, and see what it returns. Okay, good. Right, second, it's doing its thing. I think. Oh, hang on, something's gone tits up here. I'm getting error messages. We should all be locked up. Uh-oh, hang on. Which bit did I just copy and paste? Oh, hang on. Something's gone really tits up here. Mr. Big, you can keep me out of it. Right. I've received a string of weird messages, like error messages, but it has returned a value. It just seems to have duplicated lines. 5. Yeah, it's done something weird, so let's see what happens.
As the Queen, royalty, examined the work that Frodo and Sam had done to protect and restore her castle, she couldn't help but feel impressed. The castle was once again a thing of beauty, and it was clear that they had put a lot of effort into making it that way. But the Queen was still angry that they had taken over her property without permission. And so, she had them brought before her, bound and on their knees. She recounted the time she had been away and her adventures, and reminded them of the trust she had left in Eris to keep her castle safe. Frodo and Sam were terrified, knowing that they had angered their Queen. But to their surprise, the Queen looked down on them and smiled. She thanked them for their work in protecting and restoring the castle, and proclaimed that Eris's mysterious and secretive ways and choices had always been for the good of the kingdom. She had complete trust in him. With a wave of her hand, the shackles binding Frodo and Sam vanished. The Queen offered him a place in her royal court, and invited him to continue living with her in the castle. She explained that there was still much work to be done, and many mysteries surrounding the ancient castle to discover. Frodo and Sam were overjoyed. They had been given a second chance, and they knew that they would work hard to prove themselves worthy of the Queen's trust. And as they looked around the castle, they knew that they had found their true home, and that they would do everything in their power to protect and restore it for generations to come.
So there we go. After being bound, shackled, Frodo and Sam have been set free. Was that best Friday night ever? I will put those onto Discord a little later on. But here we are though, everybody, on my other farming sim save, one where I have stuff on it. Before we get started, I want to show you what Easy Guy did last night. Now, I used to have my cars parked in here, and technically they still are. Easy Guy decided that because I'm always putting I'm always putting the vehicles, you know, in stuff like in the loft, hiding them away from these guys. So he decided he was going to hide my cars up there. Well, you know, I don't use those cars to go around. I have a little special garage down here. A special garage down. I'm disorientated now. Down here, with all my little buggies. Actually, we'll take a buggy. We'll take a buggy out there. Angela deserves a story. Ooh. Right, give me a minute. I need to have a headache with pictures. The pictures may not be a good idea with Mr. Incognito. Hang on, I need to open a web browser here. Hang on. How spelling the name? A-N-G. Hang on, quickly tap back into Farming Sim. Okay, guys, this is what I want to show you before we do the exploring phase of our mission. Flip it. Now I could try and flip this. This is after I took Bad last year, just to occupy my mind, I made a road train. It is 42 long. That's what she hoped. Now, I don't know if I still can, but I have driven it through all of these narrow roads, the full length, and drove it out of here. Now, when we did the stream last year on my birthday, I actually had the end of it parked up here, and I drove it out and we drove it down here. We drove it all the way around here. Let's just hop in. It's 42 long, you know, because it had to be 42. I might change trucks. I don't know, undecided. But you can just make it out there. Let's get this road train on the road. You see it snaking away. You have to like calculate where you're going to turn to make sure that you're not going to hit anything, because you got to take in the whole length into consideration. Oh, Triggy, welcome in there, mate. Things are about to get naughty in here because I'm going to drive with this, and then I'm going to try making another story for CGD. And see what mischief we can get up to with that one. But once we get on the straight here, you'll not be able to see the very last carriage because it's beyond the render distance. At least it was last year. I don't know about this year. Actually, I've got a new graphics card since then, and maybe it will be. No, it's definitely not in render. I can see it's not the final carriage. But here we go, past our farm with our randomised pink tractors. Should we go for it? Should we try and take it around that narrow road? I need to maneuver it over here so we don't get caught on the corner, because it eventually like if I'm going to turn right here, eventually the trailers will start to go to the other side. Now, question I've got now is, can anyone remember when I did this last year? What was the exact route that I took? I love this good fun. Yes, it kept me occupied when I wasn't well making this, because I was just curious. I was like, I just like sat there and I was like, is there a limit on how many you can do? Apparently there isn't, but feasibly 42 is enough. Plus, you know. Yeah, I remember now. Oh, I didn't prepare in time, but I do remember this is the route that I had to take. Now we're probably going to get stuck on one of these two corners, but it's kind of unavoidable now because I didn't prep it. Oh dear, yeah, it's all gone tits up back there. Why is it still moving? I do have super strength enabled, so if we do get messed up, we can amend it. What happened there? The only thing I can think of is there's a car there. I thought traffic was turned off. Why did it thrash up there? Must investigate. Can't even see the end of the road train. Yep. What on earth happened to make it do this? Stretch it out. Now, one of the things we did as well last year is we crashed this into the train, and it kind of made a huge disaster. Downside of having a lot of vehicles. We'll probably have to get out and jiggle it a few times because of the way that it sort of like thrashed itself around there. We might get away with it, but I wouldn't count on it. I have to bring the map up full screen because I need to see where I'm pointing. So you can just kind of make out in the distance there where the arse end of the road train is. It feels like, I don't know if there's been some changes with Farming Sim, but it doesn't feel like, I don't think we've got the same grunt as we had last year. I wonder if this truck's had an update. Full power. Full power, Mr. Sulu. 2 seconds. I just want to write a little bit more of this thing on here. Talk amongst yourselves. Is Mr. Smith here? He's away to bed. CGD. How was I spelling Andrew again? Yeah, there we go. We need to do some spelling corrections now. Is that how you spell? Is that how you spell that? So it is. I wouldn't have spelled it like that. Okay, CGD. Well, it hasn't. It's given her a different industry, but it's probably for the best. All right, we're wedged up here. Wow, it's still going. Right, give me 2 seconds, and I will get to the other end of the road train, and then. Uh-oh. Gotta play that harmonica. JD code dysentery from JD, double dysentery. Errors coded from Nightbot. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Oh, we forgot to do one of our most important tests. Right, we'll do a little bit of driving with this, and then we'll have to do our most important test. Drive. Come on, power. Are we actually moving at all? Just creeping up. Oh, it's such a hike. It's such a hike to get back over to the thing. Okay, let's just have a look. Look, I don't know. I have no idea what this is going to be, CGD. I can tell from the first line though that it's put your favorite into a different industry. But you know.
Once upon a time, there was a young and talented pop star named Angela the Bouncy Star. She had a unique talent for writing catchy pop songs and performing with incredible energy and enthusiasm on stage. Angela had a loyal fan base who adored her music and her bubbly personality. One day, Angela received a message from one of her fans, a superfan named CGD. CGD had been following Angela's career for years and had attended many of her concerts. In the message, CGD expressed their admiration for Angela's talent and asked if they could meet in person. Angela was thrilled to hear from one of her biggest fans and agreed to meet with CGD. She decided to keep the meeting incognito, however, so that they could have a more relaxed and casual conversation without attracting too much attention. The day of the meeting arrived, and Angela donned a disguise to avoid being recognized. She wore a hat and sunglasses and covered up her bright, colorful outfit with a plain jacket. She arrived at the meeting place, a cozy coffee shop, and scanned the room for CGD. But as she was looking around, Angela tripped and stumbled over a chair, drawing the attention of everyone in the coffee shop. She quickly regained her balance and tried to play it off as a simple mistake, but her disguise had fallen off, and everyone in the coffee shop recognized her as the famous Bouncy Star. CGD was ecstatic to see Angela, but the moment was quickly ruined by the commotion in the coffee shop. Other fans began to swarm around Angela, asking for autographs and pictures, and the peaceful meeting that Angela had hoped for was now impossible. Feeling embarrassed and disappointed, Angela apologized to CGD for the inconvenience and promised to make it up to them. CGD was understanding and assured Angela that the meeting was still a dream come true. From that day on, Angela learned that it was impossible to hide her true identity from her fans. And that sometimes the best thing to do was to embrace her fame and use it to spread joy and positivity to her adoring fans. And as for CGD, they remained one of Angela's most loyal fans, always cheering her on from the front row at her concerts.
Well, CGD. And a side note, CGD has unlocked another Easter egg command. You like that one, CGD? Oh, the trouble that you get me into. I don't know. What am I going to do? I will publish these on Discord later. You will have noticed there was a sound effect interrupting the middle of that that thing for CGD. We're almost at the road that I'm trying to get us to, though. This is where things are really going to go tits up. There's a 30-minute cooldown, JD. I wondered what Ada was on about, dirty girl. I heard bouncy music. I think I'm a fan now. Yeah, I had one of those headaches with pictures about a month ago. There's a woman on YouTube, Violet Orlandi. She does covers, and she did a cover of what the hell's her name? The track is "You Ought to Know," and I can't remember. I can see the original artist's face, and her name was just completely gone from my head. But she does a really, really good cover of it. I highly recommend listening to her music. And just that line stuck in my head, and I just thought, someday CGD is going to get that if I put the thing as incognito. It took a while, but... Evening, Jaffa. Yeah, up, pal. I don't know if that's the best thing to to say after what we've just read. But welcome in there, mate. I hope you're doing all right there. We are messing around with my road train right now. It's 42 units long. It's got 42 carriages. We're driving it through one of the more awkward roads of the map, just to show that I can drive it through the awkward roads on the map. An evening, easy guy. Welcome in. Oh, we're starting to lose momentum here. I should have gone straight through the bushes, because there's a straight line through the bushes that doesn't have any clipping. But you know, we'll see where we go. Oh, come on. We're losing power. Yeah, this is probably why I usually go through that other road. But keep my foot down on the accelerator. Tap on the gas, you're going too slow. Cruise control's on at maximum. Need more power, Mr. Scott. Hip is still in agony, Jaffa. And I nearly collapsed getting out the car yesterday. It had a very, very painful spike. My next trip to the doctors, though, is Friday next week. So we'll see where we go from there. Hashtag blame Chrissy. Was that the snail? Yeah, we're leaving a trail of carriages, truck carriage things behind us here. How did you get on tonight there as well there, Easy? Come on, more power. We can get over here. Well, one of the things that myself and Easy Guy have done with this, and we did it last night as well, one in the front and one pushing from the rear to keep it going. Slow. No, we're getting wedged here. We're wedged on something. There must be a tree back there. But it would be awesome if you could have... Because yeah, well, this has got like... It's almost got a hookup on the front of it, right? If you could like then attach another one of these trucks directly, I think that would look really cool. Are we still actually moving forward? I think we're just jiggling. I don't think we're moving forward. No, we might be moving forward. I'm trying to look at the grains. Is that we're definitely still moving. I think it would be more time effective though if I went and investigated the rear of the thingamajig. I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. Ah, you see, there's your problem. Let's just put that over there, but if you've got to do the whole chain. Or at least a good percentage of the chain. Oh, we stuck on there as well. Let's go. Flip it. Stick a Fiat Panda on there, you'll have no trouble. Well, hang on, where's the store? Just get one of these on it, mate. Sorted. The problem is the driver. I've seen you drive easy. Oh, it must be stuck on something further back. More power. Come on, come on, come on. We're almost free. More steam. A little bit more. We're just really stuck on a tree or something. We'll have to go further down the line and see if we can find it there. So, but since he has been playing the logistics game, he's doing much better. Can we push that back there? We'll just have to go down the chain, and I'll just go tappy all the way down here. And then we'll jump over the tracks, because this is where it could be intersecting a tree. It takes so long to get to the end. Are we caught on here? Ah, look, we're caught on here. Oh. We're still not anywhere near the end. So that's what she said. Oh my beer, that should get the mayhem started. Look at this. Look what Easy Guy did. Hang on, I'll have to walk over. He's coming along very nice. Yeah, we'll get him through his test in no time. Now, this is where I had my cars parked, as I was showing you before. But for those of you that have just come in, just because I keep putting things in loft spaces and tidying things away, Easy Guy has parked my cars up there. However, we have a small fleet of other vehicles. Okay, cruise control. I've witnessed you know what the brake pedal is. Yep, he stuck the cars in the attic. Oh, there we go. We're definitely getting it caught again on that same bit. Right, I think if I do some jiggles from this end so that it doesn't pull tight. Alexa, turn off lamp. That's what you get for putting my harvester in the loft. Yeah, if everyone recalls, that was the stream that I think I successfully broke Easy Guy. There was just so much chaos and pandemonium on that night. Just, you know, I was doing my sort of thing, and I just remember that there was a bit where I'm trying to ram this harvester up the road. Easy Guy is in like the courtyard sort of area, and there's in the background of his stream you can see me ramming this harvester up against these doors, and you think, what the hell is he doing? Then there was an incident with another truck, which, I don't know, he complained, I delivered the truck, Easy. No one said what side you wanted it delivered on. Yeah, disco. Let's see if we can get us out of here now. We still have one more experiment to do in our week-long farming sim evolution tour. For those of you just joining us as well, this week we've been playing all of the major releases of Farming Sim. We started on Monday with Farming Sim 13, then went to 15, 17, yesterday on 19, and today on 22. We've been doing the exact same experiment on every single version. We've started a brand new game in vanilla. No mods, easy mode. We have followed the tutorial, whichever tutorial is given to us. We do that one straight out the gate. We do one contract or mission. We've done our physics experiment. We haven't done the chicken experiment though. But I believe we're going to have to go and buy a coop. But we'll jump back into the other save to do that because I don't think I have a chicken coop on this one. I don't want to like disturb the buildings because when you place stuff down, it kind of like ruins the map. I kind of think anyway. Whenever you put buildings down. Yeah, this kind of went a bit tits up here, didn't it? Yeah, plonk. Power. Come on, road train. Well, actually, are those signs? Can I destroy those signs? Holy trailer train. Daddy Teff, welcome in there, mate. Farming Sim 22 tonight, and I'm showing off my 42 long road train. Actually, just trying to get it back to the farm at the moment. I think we're free. I think we're now free of the obstructions. At least for now. But on a side note as well, after the chicken calls, as well this evening, we have also done story time, and we've added a new story, which kind of went a bit off the rails. If you would like to hear the CGD story again, it can be redeemed in the channel points below. I think I called it story time. There we go. Look at the ridiculousness of this. The end of it is beyond the range of what we can see. Now what I'm going to do is actually, should we do it by the? No, actually, that won't work either. We can turn it around on here, can't we? Or should we make it more difficult for ourselves and we'll loop it around field 25? We'll make it more difficult for ourselves and we'll loop it around field 25. If I can remember the angles that I need to do this at. Yeah, this is... Ooh, bugger. This is probably a mistake. What could possibly go wrong? I hear the sounds of KFC. So whilst we're driving this back to base, what sort of mischief has all got planned for the weekend? I hear the calls of the chickens as well. For some reason I thought this morning when I got up it was Saturday. Alright, let's get this down here and we'll get it down to the we'll get it down to the storage field over at field 56. I think we're lined up now for the road. What could possibly go wrong? We still have to go and check the chickens though. That's a super high priority. More power. You can't actually see the end of it still. The very end carriages are missing from it. We're starting to lose a bit of power as we drive up this slight incline. Actually, I'm going to have to take us a little bit this way because I think that patch there might be too steep. So we'll take it slightly high. We'll risk it on the grass. Then we'll turn it bound onto the main road. Now imagine what this would be like if we had traffic still turned on. Can we see the end in our rear view mirrors? Actually, we can't even see the first trailer in our rear view mirrors. Oh, actually, no, we do have a chicken coop there, because that's a chicken thing over there, isn't it? I didn't think we had one on this one. Right, we will go there in a few moments. What's that game that was on the old Nokia phones? Was it called Snake? Just gobble up another trailer and extends the thing. Okay, we're almost at the field. It's Snake there. Tic Tac. Nice cab view. Easy guy loves the cab. All right, let's get this thing rotating. We can coil it up. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I give you the opportunity to see the whole monstrosity as well. Can we eat our own tail? There it is. There you go. I'm just trying to make sure because I'm just trying to navigate from the ultra wide screen to this one. I'm trying to see if I can get it like narrower and narrower maybe, and we can properly coil it up. It might take 3 or 4 loops. But if we can just try it a little bit at a time, accelerate it and get it narrower and narrower. If this is going to work, I don't know. What could possibly go wrong? We are gaining on the carriages though. When you look at it, you can see the very end one is moving a lot slower than the front one here where we are. How tight we can get this. Till we have a collision, I suppose. Oh, we're drifting. Oh, we have a collision. We have collisions. There looks sick. Oh yeah, we definitely got collisions going on. And we're coming to a halt. Oh, I was thinking if I could have got like a high aerial view, but I can't. Okay, brakes. Like, who's got the bleeps? one thing we haven't tested. I know technically this one is not a proper one. Sounds more like a train one. Alright, let's just try and pull this away a little bit. Yeah, they've gotten themselves way, way too tight. Take a picture. I do have pictures over on Discord as well. If you search for Road Train on the Discord, it's bound to link you to the pictures from last year. Trying to get it untangled now. Because you can see where it's kind of like they've kind of like crashed a bit. Ah, yeah. If we do that, I might be able to pull them apart that way easy. If we do it as an 8, I'll have to back it up. We should have known that. 8. Power. I think we've turned too sharply, haven't we? Right, let's back it up again. And let's just go off in this direction. Cruise control. It's still like yanking it. It's like bouncing it out. Also, it looked like it was a little bit more stable speed there. Stuck in the mud, yep. Think about it, if you wanted to clean all these, you would have to have 2 people really, because you'd have to have the cruise control set to like 2 miles an hour, and have someone standing on this road with the hose and just keep spraying it. We're starting to get speed now though. And like you say, coming around this way, it'll break it apart a little bit. So they won't keep clanging. Come on, more power. Still a few of the carriages to go before they're no longer touching. Oh, hang on, I think we've gone past the difficult one. Whichever one was causing the wedge must be free now. I can just pop to the shops in this. So the supermarket, like Morrison's, has one delivery truck to cover the entire nation of its stores. And this is it. There you see it's uncoiling. We're almost there. Yep, freedom. Right, we're going to jump down here and we're going to go and inspect the chickens in this version of Farming Sim. That's the last metric that we need to gather. And we might as well park up outside our farmyard in our truck here. Granted, once we pull up, we won't be able to get anything out of our farmyard, but we'll just park it up here, just off the You know, just slightly off the road. You know, you wouldn't want to get in the way of the traffic. This is what you need in the zombie apocalypse. Yep, that's covering our entire farm entrance. Okay, let's do the chicken inspection next. Look at the babies. How do we crouch in this game? Is there an option for crouch? Ah, there is. Now this one has some new textures for chickens, because we haven't seen a black and white speckly type. They certainly have a lot. The movement is a lot better than what was in the previous ones. Oh, where's that one little one run to? Frightened she missed something. We've got a black one here. We have a red flavour. Red running around like mad. I can say for my reds, they run around like mad as well. I bet the town loves you right now. Yep. We have the same colours for the cockerel, but obviously this is a higher texture quality. Definitely a lot better, a lot more movement in these chickens compared to all the others. So is that the flavours that we have then? We have the red, we have the black, and we have... Oh, look, there is also a white one here as well there. Oh, we're trying to see the feather detail there. You can see that on the white one you can make it out much more easier, the detail. A little baby. There's no white ones out here that we can easily talk to. We'll have to jump the fence, because I think you can go inside of here from the side, can't you? Yeah. Oh, I can't get under there anyway. I don't think I've noticed them sit down as well in the previous ones. Was that and the ginger ones, the reds? Oh, where are you running off to? Butter does a thing like this. She'll be doing her feathers, and I think she must have like a sensitive feather or something like that, or something's on her. And she like, I don't know if she if she stings herself or gives herself a little tickle, but all of a sudden she will sort of like snap and just like bolt as if she was attacked momentarily. But there we go. There's the baby chickens. Is there a photo mode on Farming Sim? How do you get to the options again? Oh, hang on, 2 seconds, it's saving. Controls. Work vehicles. Game. Right, pallets. Contractory stuff. Lumbery jack. Well, F12 takes a screenshot, but it doesn't for me though, because I've got the Giants version, the Giants install version, not the Steam version. I was just wondering if there was if there had been a proper photo mode where you could like set something up and we could have got a nice picture of one of the chickens. I think you can do there was a thing you could do to make you fly, isn't there? I think that's one of the other mods or something, isn't it? Oh, where's my rifle? Because I think with that I might have been able to, maybe rather than fly, I might have been able to get us closer to the ground. But I'm not sure because I've never used it before. Have a little rummage around the rest of our farm here. Right. we're now on to the next stage. The thing that we haven't done tonight, and we'll do a little bit of it. Technically, we've explored the northern regions, because we just drove that big trail around it. But let's just have a little look around this map, and this is like the final piece of our comparison for Farming Sim Evolution Week. We're gonna have a little drive around and just have a little look and see what the level looks like, and find a pub for Eris. Sign up today. Professional hand-painted signs. There's like a bowling alley somewhere around here as well, isn't there? I think it's that way, if I remember right. Various oil places. Oh, welcome in there, mate. Hope you've been keeping yourself out of trouble. We were on Farming Sim 22. Had to think there for a second. And CGD redeems his rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, pub watch with Eris. It's an exciting new series. Ooh, oh no, it's alright, it's right. What we got here? Evergreen Farmstead. Oh, did CGD win? Next Friday, do we continue with a bit of the CGD story as well, or do we just keep that as a one-off extra special? Do we continue with the Ghost of Eris story, or do we come up with a new one? I do have some like kind of ideas we could do, maybe with the Ghost of Eris. Needs a sequel. What shops we got here? What's this one here? Timber Time, Woodstock, or Woodwork even. I do like looking at all the signs and stuff as you go around. There's a house behind there. Yep. Is that a house? And these like parallax effect textures as well back there. Oh, you have a good night there, Jaffa. Thank you for coming in. And you behave yourself now. Don't be chasing too many buses. But you have a good night there, mate. 3:45? That was when I was just going to bed. But you have a good night there, mate, and we'll catch you later on. So down here we have like a little camp thing. Pond thing rejig. License required. Want power. Yeah, less tired. You might as well just push through for the full 24, mate. Okay, we're out with that little bit there. Here we have a big factory type thing. We'll also summon a train. In fact, the next opportunity we get to summon the train, we'll summon the train. Because we're going to be going over that way in a moment anyway. Because we want to have a look and see. I know this one only has like a single stripe basically for the train, but we'll look at it anyway. So mostly down the bottom is just quite functional stuff. There is a town that we're going to have a little spy through in a moment. It's got like it's like a baseball-y field. Something like that. Zoom through here. I know it'd be easier if we just cut straight across and we get to that train line. What's that easy guy? Is any game you do, you don't go into into which mode? Actually, 2 seconds. I'll just summon the train. I think this is where you summon the train from. There we go. The train is coming. While that comes, we will drive into town. Bouncy, bouncy over the track. Oh, sat-nav mode. Or do you want the Google Maps? Easy guy. We'll get some street view on the go. But here's the town, though. Let's just jump out of our little buggy. So there's the stadium. Alex, me, welcome in there, mate. One Farming Sim 22 this evening. Currently in the exploring phase of our Farming Sim study for the week. As we've played Farming Sims 13, 15, 17, 19 and now 22 this week. Carrying out the same series of experiments in each one. And now we're in the final phase where we are having a little drive around and just exploring the default map. So at the minute we're having a little run through the town. We did summon the train, but I can't see it on the radar just yet. Why is field 6 flashing? Right, let's cut across. What we're going to do now, though, is... Actually, we're going to go along that road over there and follow it up into that bit there. And we'll have a look at that cave thing that I was sort of saying before. Let's see, we want to go up here. I love when they put these sorts of things into the map though as well. I mean, you got like this bit up here. It has like all these houses going up this windy road. Let's jump in the cab. Do we know how much Easy Guy loves the cab? Oh, the train has finally arrived, so we'll be able to check out the train. Oh, I just had a thought. JD, as much as your mask arrived today, the best mask ever, of course it is. Is there any progress on your Earth parcel? Surely it must have made it over the border by now. Is this the bit with the maze? Is this? I'm sure there's like a maze or something around here. Ah, this must be it. Maybe. Does it look like it's got a path inside of it? Ah, it does. You see, yeah. I knew there was a corn maze somewhere around here, or at least something along those lines, anyway. There you go, get a slightly better look at it in the thing here. Are we heading the right way? No, we're not heading the right way. We want to go slightly this way. I paid for the tax for the... I can't believe they charge bloody that on it, especially when it's down as a bloody gift. What was the limit, Easy Guy? Did you... Because we were talking about this the other day. Oh, look at that, we're clipping... clipping through the rocks. What was the limit, Easy, on the parcels? What was the euro limit? Because apparently Easy Guy was saying that it doesn't just include the value that you put on the items, it's also the value of the postage, and if it exceeds a threshold, that's when they charge you regardless. So I have to make sure next time I send something that I just put down the package, regardless of what's in it, put it down the package value as like a £5. I'm having some technical issues here. 45 euros is it, including the post, Easy. Just means like on the customs forms thing, you have to make sure that it doesn't, it never exceeds that value. I think we're almost where I need to be. So down here, tucked away down here, we'll jump out of the thing. This is a really nice spot, this though, isn't it? Water goes a bit weird there, like, but you know. We can follow the pathway down into the cave. Oh, I don't think I've seen this ladder up here before. That's a new one for me. So there's a collectible up there for anyone that hasn't collected it yet. But if you come down here, you can go across the little steppy stones. There's more collectibles down here as well. If you go paddling through the water. Emerging on the other side. I think that, obviously, yeah, there's more collectibles down there as well. Now, as we drove through the town, I couldn't spot anything that looked particularly like a pub. But I think, if I can get us out of here, I think I know somewhere where there might be one. We'll have to get out of this hole first of all. It shouldn't be too difficult because, you know, pharmacy and physics. See, what we'll do is, whilst we're driving up here, should I play? I think I might play that last story again. Because one, I was too busy laughing all the way through it because I had the mic off. And then two, I was very distracted by a certain sound effect that was uncovered. Okay, I will share these on Discord. Let's listen to CGD's story.
Once upon a time, there was a young and talented pop star named Angela the Bouncy Bouncy Star. She had a unique talent for writing catchy pop songs and performing with incredible energy and enthusiasm on stage. Angela had a loyal fan base who adored her music and her bubbly personality. One day, Angela received a message from one of her fans, a superfan named CGD. CGD had been following Angela's career for years and had attended many of her concerts. In the message, CGD expressed their admiration for Angela's talent and asked if they could meet in person. Angela was thrilled to hear from one of her biggest fans and agreed to meet with CGD. She decided to keep the meeting incognito, however, so that they could have a more relaxed and casual conversation without attracting too much attention. The day of the meeting arrived, and Angela donned a disguise to avoid being recognized. She wore a hat and sunglasses and covered up her bright, colorful outfit with a plain jacket. She arrived at the meeting place, a cozy coffee shop, and scanned the room for CGD. But as she was looking around, Angela tripped and stumbled over a chair, drawing the attention of everyone in the coffee shop. She quickly regained her balance and tried to play it off as a simple mistake, but her disguise had fallen off, and everyone in the coffee shop recognized her as the famous bouncy star. CGD was ecstatic to see Angela, but the moment was quickly ruined by the commotion in the coffee shop. Other fans began to swarm around Angela, asking for autographs and pictures, and the peaceful meeting that Angela had hoped for was now impossible. Feeling embarrassed and disappointed, Angela apologized to CGD for the inconvenience and promised to make it up to them. CGD was understanding and assured Angela that the meeting was still a dream come true. From that day on, Angela learned that it was impossible to hide her true identity from her fans. And that sometimes the best thing to do was to embrace her fame and use it to spread joy and positivity to her adoring fans. And as for CGD, they remained one of Angela's most loyal fans, always cheering her on from the front row at her concerts.
Indeed, CGD. What was that thing about at the beginning? Something about much enthusiasm. What was the line? Performing with incredible energy and enthusiasm on stage. I'm sure there was a bowling alley on this map. Am I just like going mad? Could be both. Let's have a little run up here and see if we can spot. I'm sure there was something on this end of the map where there was one. Yeah, I could be getting confused with another farming sim. Or indeed another map. I hate to think there's no pub for Eris on this map though. Actually, there's a big structure over here. I wonder if this is what I'm thinking of. Because this might be the only place where you can get a drink. Yeah, I knew there's a bowling alley around here somewhere. I think there's a collectible on here as well. Yeah, collectible sticking out of there. Let's have a little run around here. So yeah, this might be the closest place you're going to get there, Eris. Oh, welcome in there, mate, as well. Hope you've been keeping yourself out of trouble. Let's spin around and we'll head back down the road. I'm not quite sure. I would have thought there would have been a pub around here. There's not even been anything that kind of like vaguely looked like a pub. Should we cut across? Yeah, we could. Oh no, we can't cut up there because there's a. Best off just taking the road because there's all these fences to get across here. Oh, Eris knows where the pub is. Right, that's the fire station, so I think we can get through there. We'll park this up, and then we will. Oh, hang on. I say we'll go down to the train, but then I completely forgot about the road train blocking the way. Look at the length of this thing. Let's drive from one end of it to the other, shall we? Just get down here and spin. You might be able to get a drink there. Cruise control. So, as we drive down the length, it's still going. Still going. There we go. Right, let's park this up and then we're going to jump over to the train. I assume that we can like beam over to it. Right, get this fella in here. Park it up with the rest of the fleet. Wonder if we'll get clipped into the wall. Yes, we did get clipped in. Right, that's the shutters closed on that. Oh, there we go. That's convenient. So, as the final thing we haven't done is test the train. It's got a cab. Oh, it does have a cab. How many times in total did we smash this train into our road train? Easy guy. It was painful to get it untangled though. Because we couldn't use super strength. It had to be done using farming sim tools. And untangling it from the trees that it got wrapped around twice. See if there might have been a pub down here for your errors. It's a runaway train. This is the edge of the map. How far do we get before we get chucked out of it? That far, apparently. And there it goes. Back in the loft. But there we have it, everybody. That concludes all of the data points for our Farming Sim Evolution week. So I said we've played through Farming Sims, we've sampled Farming Sims rather, 13, 15, 17, 19, and now 22. On each of those, we started a brand new vanilla save with no mods in easy mode. We did the tutorial, which was... we found during the tutorials that each one was pretty much identical, including the text in many cases, which is word for word. We've examined the store and all of the default vehicles available. We've had an explore the map. We've done a contract or a mission. We've looked at the graphics of each iteration. We've done our physics test, and Farming Sim 15 has the best physics. We had done the chicken test, which was the most important one. I think we had a little bit of an explore on each of them as well. Or in this case, we've had a bit of a muck around. I will compile this into some kind of a short video for the YouTubes, especially the loading comparison, because the loading speeds, technically it's not a fair experiment because they weren't all done on the same device. We had an Xbox 360, 2 on the Xbox One, and then 2 on the PC here. So not 100% accurate, but I'll document it in some format once we get onto it. But thank you all for coming along tonight, and especially for listening to our insane stories of the week. We'll see what we can come up for next week and see if we can get any more. But for now, the rest of the weekend we are back on Hogwarts for the next 2 nights. Then on Monday, we have a special stream for my birthday stream. We're going to be making a cake. What could possibly go wrong? The rest of the schedule for the rest of the week, I can't remember offhand. Where's Discord? Scrolling. So, yeah, next week, we'll start off with our OnlyPans. It's not OnlyFans, but OnlyPans on Monday for a bit of cooking stream. I have Hogwarts down on Tuesday, which I didn't realise I had it on Tuesday, but, you know. I'll need all of you guys' help on Wednesday. Ooh, I hear bouncy bouncy. That was one's not going to go through that one though, is it? On Wednesday I need everyone's help because I got really stuck on Resident Evil. The first game, it's the HD remastered one, and I couldn't figure out where we were supposed to go when we ended last time. So I need to use you guys as the hive mind to tell me where I need to go next on that one. We have The Good Life on Thursday. Next Friday will be Red Dead Redemption, and then Hogwarts and Satisfactory for next weekend. Oh, the cooldown wasn't have expired. I must have put it as a longer cooldown. It must be longer than... I know I didn't want it called too often. I for incognito. Edit. It says here there's a 10-minute cooldown. Maybe his Ada's crashed. It's distinctly possible. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Has Ada crashed? No. She's still calling. Okay. I will investigate that one later. Okay, let's see if we can find someone that we can go and say hello to. Who have we got that? Oh, no, we're going to go with this fella. It's already decided. He's a really good lad, this fella. So please jump over and say hello to him. Let's press that one on there. He's playing Attack on Titan 2. I don't know that game, but we'll jump over and see what he's up to there. But once again, thank you all so much for coming in and joining this madness that has become Friday nights. The Saturday night madness has now moved to Friday nights. CGD is such a bad influence on us. But okay, though. We'll jump over and go and say hello to this chap here. So thank you all for watching. Have a good night. And if I find the right button, I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.